Hello, welcome to our comprehensive sellers course. We're so excited to help you on your home selling journey. Over the course of this module, you will learn evaluating offers and contingencies, negotiating tactics for sellers, and counteroffers and acceptance. Understand the whole offer is not just the price. When evaluating offers, it's easy to focus solely on the price. While the offer price is important, don't forget to consider other key elements, such as the amount of earnest money, the proposed closing date, and any contingencies attached to the offer. Each of these can impact the timing and security of your sale. What are contingencies and how do they affect the deal? Contingencies are conditions that must be met for the sale to go through. Common ones include financing contingencies, where the buyer's purchase depends on the securing a loan. Home inspection contingencies, which give the buyer the option to back out or ask for repairs after inspection. And appraisal contingencies, ensuring the home appraises for at least the offer price. While contingencies protect the buyer, too many can make your sale uncertain. Evaluate buyer financial strength. Before accepting an offer, assess the buyer's financial strength. A pre-approval letter from a reputable lender can indicate they are financially capable of completing the purchase. Be cautious if a buyer has a lower down payment or a contingency based on financing. This could delay or even derail the deal if there are any issues in securing a loan. Consider the timing and flexibility of the offer. The timing of the sale can be just as important as the price. Consider the proposed closing date and how it fits with your plans. If you need to move quickly or you want to stay in your home longer, a flexible buyer might be more appealing than one with a rigid timeline. Be open to offers that can meet your needs in terms of timing. Compare multiple offers holistically. If you have multiple offers, it's tempting to choose the highest offer, but don't overlook the total package. Weigh factors like buyer's financial security, the contingencies they're offering, and the timeline. A lower offer with fewer contingencies or better terms could ultimately be more beneficial and easier to close. Know your priorities and the bottom line. Before entering negotiations, it's essential to know what's important to you, whether it's price, timing, contingencies, or other terms like repairs. Having a clear understanding of your priorities allows you to negotiate from a position of strength and helps you avoid making unnecessary concessions. Leverage market conditions to your advantage. Market conditions heavily influence your negotiating power. If you're in a seller's market where demand exceeds supply, you have more leverage to negotiate for a higher price or better terms. However, in a buyer's market, where there are more homes available than buyers, you might need to be more flexible to attract offers. Countering wisely, don't sell too quickly. Don't feel pressured to accept the first offer that comes your way, especially if it doesn't meet your needs. Counteroffers are a normal part of the process and provide an opportunity to negotiate for better terms. Countering strategically, whether it's on price, contingencies, or closing terms, can improve the deal. Focus on non-price factors. Price isn't everything. Sometimes a buyer's offer with a slightly lower price might be more attractive because they offer a quick closing, fewer contingencies, or are more flexible with the move-out date. Consider all aspects of the offer, including those non-price factors, to ensure you are getting the best deal overall. Stay calm and professional. Negotiations can be tense, but it's important to stay calm and professional throughout the process. Emotions can cloud your judgment and lead to poor decisions. Always keep goals in mind. Approach negotiations as a business transaction. By staying level-headed, you're more likely to achieve a favorable outcome. What is a counteroffer? A counteroffer is a response to an initial offer that changes certain terms of the deal. For example, if a buyer offers a price that's lower than what you're asking, you can issue a counteroffer for a higher price or request other changes to terms such as closing costs, repairs, or the closing date. Remember, a counteroffer voids the original offer, so it's important to be clear about your changes. Crafting a strong counteroffer. When crafting a counteroffer, be specific and strategic. Address the key terms you want to adjust, whether it's price, contingencies, or the closing date. For example, if a buyer has asked for repairs after the inspection, you could counter by offering credit instead of fixing the issues. It is important to frame your counteroffer in a way that makes it appealing to the buyer while still protecting your interests. How to respond to a buyer's counteroffer. Once a buyer responds with a counteroffer, you have three options: accept it, reject it, or issue another counteroffer. If a buyer's counteroffer is reasonable, accepting it might be the easiest path. If it doesn't meet your needs, you can propose a new counteroffer. Sometimes rejection is the best option if the buyer's terms are far from what you want. The importance of deadlines. Negotiations have a timeline. Once you receive a counteroffer or make one, be mindful of any deadlines included in the offer. Missing deadlines can cause the offer to expire or worse, cause the buyer to walk away. Always keep track of critical dates and respond promptly to avoid losing the deal. Final acceptance and the next steps. Once both parties have agreed on terms, the offer is accepted and the next steps in the process will begin. This includes signing the contract, scheduling inspections, and preparing for the closing. Be sure to read the contract carefully to ensure all agreed upon terms are correctly reflected, and work with your agent to stay on track through the closing process. Congratulations on completing Module 6 of our comprehensive seller's course. We hope you have found this information helpful for your home selling journey. If you have any further questions about topics covered in this video, feel free to reach out to us. As always, thank you for landing with the Landrys. See you soon.